But guess what? There's actually something that lives under the rock and spins the cloud insidious enough to trap barnacles. I'm talking about the funnel spiders. Here we see an Australian funnel spider in the wind. As evident from its name, the funnel spider spins webs that are funnel shaped. But on a close inspection, we found that these funnels resemble tunnels more than anything else. To sound as catchy as possible, I call it a tunnel-moving funnel spider. A slight digression on tunnels and their appreciation in the sentence. If you are still unsure of the direction I'm heading in, this slide is ready. Please tell me that you do not fail to see the resemblance. Which brings me to our hypothesis. That the funnel spider is an interdimensional portal weaver. Moving on with our motivation, we see that in the dense forest we have a creepy worm near a funnel spider's lair. In fact, you can imagine David Attenborough commentating this thing. In it goes, slightly circling, until it makes its way to the center and gets jammed into a building. But guess what? There's more to it than meets the eye. What you just saw right now was a worm entering a hole, which we know by elementary mathematics equates to as entities in science that connect two separate points in space-time, wormholes have a very elegant name in physics. They are known as Einstein-Rosen physics. By the end of this segment of my talk, I have been able to convince you of the less rigorous, more intuitive, seeing is believing kind of arguments. Moving on, we shall do traditional science, dealing with graphs, plots, and data. In order to do so, we make our first claim that the funnel web is the only interdimensional web. It ultimately begs the question, what makes the funnel web so special? Why not this carefully chosen burrow in front of the Mahanadi canteen aim to trip hungry students? To answer this seemingly perplexing question, what I'd like to do is, I'd like to tell you that whenever a wormhole opens, gravity always has a tendency to close it. To open a wormhole for something even for a mere few seconds, we need exotic mass. Exotic mass or anti-mass is negative mass. Now we can either have negative mass or we can have the next best possible, spider silk. Weighing in at 3 times stronger than Kevlar and at least 2 times stronger than steel, spider silk is a highly ordered group. To illustrate my purpose, I am going to take help of a point. You can see that although Kevlar is much more stiff than spider silk, what this ultimately means is that although it takes a lot of force to deform Kevlar, once deformed, it does not take long to break. Spider silk, on the other hand, can take a rough beating and still not break, which allows it to stay and open the wormhole for substantial period. And we believe that with such great power comes great responsibility. Will someone tell me the name of the movie that quote was from? Someone?
Inspired.
If not the scientific community, Sam Raimi definitely knew what he was getting. Moving over to our second theory, we propose that spiders that do not build funnel webs are simply incapable of building interdimensional webs. A recent study found that as the time given to a spider increases, the density of the web it weaves also increases. This density was found to have a strong correlation with the strength and toughness of the overall web structure. To illustrate what I am getting at, I'd like to take help of an illustration. Here we have two webs, a 2D web and a funnel web. Based on the argument I made in the previous slide, the 2D web is going to be dense in memory. Whereas, because of the intrinsic nature of the funnel web, it is always going to have a traversable path. Also taking note of the fact that the 2D web just is incapable of leading anywhere. But however minuscule the chance, the funnel web will lead some. If I were to dumping counts even further, I'd do it with a slightly offensive tool. Now you must be wondering, when I first came in, this guy's an idiot. But maybe now you're wondering, maybe he is not even wrong. Maybe he deserves a special mention, not a special mention, a slight mention at the Ignore prize. But how is he going to prove his hypothesis? We give you the ultimate test that is a put a hypothesis. You just go ahead and ask the one. Ask the one that has been through the entire experience. Ask the one that has gone through the entire automation. Because guess what? We did. We just happened to do it first. To end on a strong note, we are going to give you some food for thought. It follows directly from the claims made and also taking into consideration the testimony of the world. The funnel spider is only interdimensional code review. Funnel spider is going to be the only interdimensional. I think you can work it out if you just put a little bit. Finally, I'd like to thank you because research of such magnanimous nature would not have been possible. For that matter, first, I'd like to thank Vincent our Wikipedia mod who gave us the necessary data to link irrelevant issues. Then I'd like to thank Professor Arindam and Professor Ritik, whose lectures I'm taking simultaneously, helped me see the link between physics and knowledge. Finally, I'd like to thank Professor Lugard and Professor Anupam for their kind attention.